You ever walk outside, running late for work, only to find some smug HOA Karen parked across your driveway? Again, your stomach drops. Your heart starts racing. You glance at your watch, 7:12 a.m. You need to be on the road 5 minutes ago, and there it is. Her car. Sitting there like it owns the damn pavement. Blocking your driveway. Again. And this time? You've had enough that I didn't know it yet, but that morning, that car had just blocked my driveway for the last time because by the time I was done, her car didn't just move. It disappeared. For good. Hey guys. Welcome to HOA Fallout. If you love revenge stories where karma hits harder than a steel bat to a windshield, make sure to hit that like button, drop a comment with your wildest neighbor from hell experience, and don't forget to subscribe for more stories just like this. Let's get into it. So, let me back up and set the scene a bit. I live in a quiet suburban neighborhood. You know the type: pretty trees, cookie cutter homes, birds chirping in the morning, sprinklers hissing at night. And of course, the inevitable curse of suburbia, an HOA. I bought this house about 3 years ago after saving every penny I could. It's nothing huge, but it's mine. A little slice of peace. I keep the yard clean, I pay my dues, and I mostly just keep to myself, but there's always one, isn't there? Enter Karen. No, seriously. Her real name's Karen. And yes, she's exactly who you think she is, late 50s, nose always up in the air, bi-weekly HOA meeting queen, clipboard in one hand, leash of a yapping little Pomeranian in the other. She lives 3 houses down, but you'd think she ran the entire block like her own kingdom. At first, I tried to be friendly. Waved at her when I moved in, said hello when we passed on walks. But she wasn't having it. I guess I didn't fit the aesthetic. My truck wasn't neighborhood standard. My front lawn gnome was tacky. I kid you not, she once left a note saying my trash cans were too visible from the street. Whatever. I ignored her, but then came the Sierra. It started small. Maybe once every couple weeks, I'd walk out to leave for work, and there it was. Karen's shiny white Lexus, parked right across my driveway, not in it, technically. But just far enough into the curb cut that I couldn't back out without a 10-point turn. I brushed it off at first. Thought maybe she had a visitor. Maybe she was unloading something. No big deal, but it kept happening every Thursday. Then again on Saturdays. Then on random Tuesdays. It always felt intentional, like she knew exactly what she was doing. Like, she wanted me to knock on her door. Ask her to move it. Beg. Well, I tried to be polite. The first time, I left a note on her windshield. Hi. Kindly asking if you could avoid parking in front of the driveway. It blocks me in. Thanks. No response. Next week. Car's back. Same spot. I knock on her door. She opens it like I just stepped on her dog. Can I help you? She snapped. Yeah, you're blocking my driveway again. Can you move your car? She looked over my shoulder like I'd offended her ancestors. It's public property. The street doesn't belong to you. I was stunned. I said, yeah, but the curb cuts for accessing my driveway. She slammed the door, and I swear, I heard her mutter, crybaby, on the way back inside. At this point, I was pissed. But I still tried to go through the proper channels. I called the non-emergency police line. They said unless the car was fully blocking the driveway, they couldn't do anything. I called the HOA. Guess who's the head of the parking committee? Yep. Karen, and surprise, surprise, my complaint didn't meet violation requirements. So I tried the last thing I could think of. I parked myself in front of her house. Just once. Just for 5 minutes while I ran inside to grab something, and within 2 minutes, she was at my door, red-faced, and shrieking, "You can't park here. I'll have you towed." This is harassment. I couldn't even get a word in. That's when I knew this wasn't about parking. This was personal. So I stopped being nice. I started documenting. Every time she blocked my driveway, I took photos. Dates, times, angles. I got a dash cam with parking mode. Even installed a ring cam facing the street. Weeks passed. My gallery filled up like a police case file. But still, Karen didn't stop. Then she slipped up. One morning, I had a job interview. Big opportunity. Dream job level. I came outside, suit on, resume in hand. And there it was. Karen's Lexus. Right across the driveway. I ran to her house, knocked. No answer. I called. Nothing. 10 minutes passed. Then 20. I missed the interview, and something in me snapped. That was the last straw. You wanna play games? Karen? Fine. Let's play. So here's where the story gets fun. I knew I couldn't tow her. The cops wouldn't help. HOA was her playground, but if Karen wanted to keep her little power trip going, she'd have to learn the hard way. So I got creative. I remembered something from an old neighbor, years ago. His car got towed not by a tow company, but by the city, for having expired registration and a bunch of unpaid tickets. That got me thinking. Karen's Lexus was always sparkling on the outside. But what if the paperwork wasn't so perfect? I started observing. I zoomed in on her inspection sticker with my ring cam footage. One frame caught it just clear enough, expired. By 6 months. I checked the city's public ticket system. Guess whose license plate came up with 4 unpaid tickets? Jackpot. But I wasn't done. I looked up the municipal code. Turns out, if a vehicle is left on a public street with expired registration and unpaid fines, it can be reported for abandonment and towed by the city without warning. I made my call. I filed the report. Sent them photo evidence. Times. Dates. Everything, and then I waited. It took 3 days. I was sitting on my porch, sipping coffee, when I heard the glorious sound of a diesel engine rumbling down the street. A big, yellow city tow truck rolled up like a knight in shining armor. I casually set my phone to record. The driver checked the plate, radioed something in. Then hooked up Karen's precious Lexus like it was trash day. Within minutes, it was gone, just like that. Poof, disappeared. About 30 minutes later, I heard the screeching. Karen came storming out in her robe and slippers, dog barking at her heels, spinning in the empty street like someone had stolen her soul. I watched from my porch, doing my best to look concerned. She caught my eye. Did you see what happened? Someone took my CR. I took a long sip of coffee. Oh wow, was it parked illegally? She just stared at me, then stomped back inside, and guess what? Turns out, between the unpaid tickets, expired reg, and towing fees, she owed over $1,200 to get her car back. But the best part, the city impound doesn't play. If you don't pay within 30 days, the car is auctioned. Karen tried to fight it. But without proof of up-to-date registration or payment, the city told her the same thing she once told me: it's public property. The street doesn't belong to you. Her Lexus was gone. For good. I won't lie, watching her spin in the street like a glitching video game NPC was one of the most satisfying moments of my life. But honestly, it wasn't just about the car. It was about standing up to someone who thought the rules didn't apply to them. Who thought intimidation and manipulation were power, and the lesson: receipts matter. When you're dealing with a Karen, or anyone who abuses their little slice of authority, the best weapon isn't yelling. It's not stooping to their level. It's patience. It's documentation. It's playing the long game, and when karma finally catches up, you sit back and enjoy the show. So yeah, that's the story of how I made my HOA Karen's car disappear without lifting a finger. Let me know in the comments, have you ever dealt with a neighbor like this? What would you have done if you enjoyed the story? Give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more juicy Reddit revenge tales, and I'll see you in the next one. Stay petty, my friends. Thanks for watching my video.